Hello, welcome back. Last time I explored a little cave and then took a ferry. I am now in Berolin, the town of the Lords of Dust, I believe. The colors are different than they were when I was just here. The colors just randomize themselves in startup or something? Or is this what they looked like? They look different. They're different from the title screen. Anyway, a couple of things I want to do before I go anywhere. I noticed items have durability, and I've been using my dagger a bunch, and it has gone down by 10%. Okay, so I just wanted to get a sense of how quickly things decay. Because I didn't buy a new weapon. My dagger's doing fine. Weapon of last resort. No, my dagger's doing fine. How many of these do I have? Infinite? No. Rating 1, rating 2. So it doesn't tell me the number here. I guess if I leave my screen. Arrows equals 1. Arrows equals 1. No, that's actual arrows, isn't it? Or maybe I just have one of each of these. Did I throw? I did throw one of those, didn't I? Maybe? Anyway, whatever. So there was another thing. Right, so I have this revelation skill. Let's use it. Okay. Well, I used it. I didn't see anything happen. Did that get me attention? It changed the colors. Okay, so now I am perceptive. What's that supposed to do again? That which surrounds me, including all traps and secret doors. Oh, is it just traps and secret doors that I see? I thought I was going to be able to see through walls. Maybe not, though. Braille. Hello. There are rumors that Roche is still alive. Well, wasting no time in talking about the guy I'm here to talk about. Can you imagine? Though the old toy maker would be hundreds of years old by now. Ridiculous. No matter what no wonder the priest doesn't speak of him. Roche? Tharcius Roche? The legendary Siberoon engineer. If only anyone alive had their talent and ability. Also, Roche died just after the Cataclysm, I think. Invented lumosite lanterns, you know. The finest engineer in all of Caldera. Or the Mothwing Empire as it was once known. Alright? Well, topics discussed none. I discussed Roche and Toymaker. Oh. My topics discussed with Braille are not saved. Odd. Oops. Some people will believe anything, by the way. Yassault. I wonder if... No, that won't work. Stupid idea, really. You know anything about Roche? I've heard of them. A great inventor back in the old days? Okay. So you don't have a lot to say. Barman. Buy a drink and discuss something. Sure, town opinion for 10 guineas. My standing is neutral, right? Makes sense, I just arrived, never having been here before. So Revelation, I don't know what this is doing for me. So yeah, it goes down by 7 each time. I guess that's how long one of my turns takes. Moldy mutton decayed, that's right, it molded last time. Do I need to eat? I do. So eat when you're hungry enough to benefit from food, because it does go away if you just leave it. And I'm running a little low on that stuff now. Food 100, X1 endurance bonus. X1 endurance bonus. Ah, if my endurance goes up, food is worth more, I think is what that means, maybe. Maybe. Okay. Oh, no, hang on, I have 7 bolts. So this can't be counting my bolts or arrows. I think it's just... What if I take this rock off? Yeah, okay. So I have 1 rock, I have 1 throwing dagger, is what that's telling me. Okay, I'll use the rock first, maybe. I adjust my pack and my shoulders. Armorer. Okay. Devlin. Got a buckler already. Round shield would give me 5% more block chance for not much more money, but I already have the buckler. I don't know if I had these options when I was shopping in Moon upon Thos. I probably would have bought a better shield if I could have had one for only 19 more money. Stealth would go down by 1. Stealth is something I forget that I have and don't use much. Like, twice as much block chance sounds pretty good, but I can't sneak with it. Also, quality is low, low, medium. Okay. Well, and Cloak could give me 3% more physical defense. I kind of wish I could compare. Like, I can see the number that it is, but I just have to, like, roll over something else in the list to see what the value was before. I don't have my entire stats sheet memorized. Like, if I could see current value and what it would be when equipped, it'd be nice. Waxed Cloak. Okay, so protection from wetness. I'm not buying armor right now, but I browsed your wares slightly. There's a book here. It changed the color. Oh, that was because my revelation went away. Ancient Cimmerian 4. Sack, which means speak or shout. Okay. Learning a language. No, I do not. So stealing's an option. Got it. Probably shouldn't walk into a shop while it's open and the shopkeeper is standing there and take their stuff. I probably shouldn't do it while the shop is closed either. Okay, so Lords of Dust icons. Hey dog. Bark. 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 Arf. Okay, so they do say different things. I want to talk to the goose. Refill ward. Sure. Hiss. Mm-hmm. Do you only hiss? And you honk sometimes. Alright. Ostler. Bed and meal. I'm okay. Health is full, stomach is full. Don't currently need to rest. I had a nice nap in that dungeon that I was in, and did not get caught even though I was warned it might be a crime. Ostler? I don't know that word. It's kind of dark here, or maybe that's just the... I don't know. Weaponsmith. Turi. Okay, 10 bolts. I don't have a crossbow. Could I buy one? For more money than I have. Slow fire rate, impressive power. Okay. Requires strength. I don't have enough. If I were to buy... Okay, one throwing dagger costs only 9. I could buy a bunch of these. I'm not aligned to any god, so I won't get punished for using any particular type of weapon. I have... What are my funds? What are my funds? Here. 1,000 some. Okay. I would like some throwing daggers. I would like some more throwing daggers than that. Okay, how do I... How do I buy more? Is there a way to... Oh, you only had one to sell me. That's why I couldn't buy more. I see. Alright, I bought 1 throwing daggers. Okay, and I was curious about something else, but I'll have to go to a different shop to find out. Somebody's walking around here. Right, okay, Lords of Dust Zone. Dog is padding around. Sellsword's Guild. I don't want to hire a sellsword. You would cost 25 guineas an hour. How long is an hour? Well, probably a 24th of this. I wonder how this works. I'll engage with the system at some point when I feel like I have money to splash around on that, but I'd rather use it on equipment upgrades right now, I think. Guard. You doing okay, guard? I'm just, like, running around. I want to see the Ironmonger. 8 paces to the northeast, okay? So I was looking at the description of the goods there in Moon upon Thos, and I saw you can buy wood, you can buy iron. They didn't seem to be of directly any use to me, but I'm thinking maybe those are trade goods meant to be used on trade routes between multiple cities. So, like, I should buy in a place where... Whoops, I'm dancing with you. Buy in a place where demand is low and sell in a place where demand is high, right? Oh, and you have different goods, I see. Of no nutritional use by itself, but a staple stock of traders throughout Caldera. Yeah, so I should, like, invest in some of these when I'm leaving, and sell them at a different town and see if I can fetch a higher price. So I'll try to remember to do that before I go away from here, but I want to keep my money for spending on other things first. Because yeah, so demand plus 8 to the price, plus 18 to the price. Scraps of ancient metal are in demand here. Barley a little bit. Okay. Low quality barley though. Unspecified quality ancient metal and thrasher glads. If I were to try to sell to you, I should use a Rosetta to identify this, but Rosettas are expensive. Oh, these are different prices. Okay, so they're unknown to me, but this shopkeeper understands they're worth different amounts. Torpor, Saint Substance, I have a lot of stuff already. So here's some scraps of ancient metal. Useful if one wishes to repair a Sibaroon machine, so I might want that, actually. Is that what you were selling here? Yes. So I can buy scraps of ancient metal at the Ironmonger in Barrow-Lynn. One book describes the workings of the ancient stone circles, stating that both entry and exit points must be known, and that the direction of entering their center is key to their use. This sounds like something I'm going to want to know about. Henges. That's tag. Henges. Where is it? New note added with tag Henges, but I don't have that tag. Do I, like, refresh this and then... No. Is it in one of these? Is it like... books? Yeah, here we go, books. Okay. Ancient stone circles, got it. Sock to shout, era to fortress. Heretic, no other records, okay. G. Berlin's prosperity. Next upgrade, town will degrade at... Yeah, so something I didn't notice until I reviewed. The first time I visited Moon upon Thos, in previous game version, it had an upgrade cost. In current game version, it has a downgrade cost. So... Oh, I can contribute and erase my sin. Cool. I don't know what sin does. I'll give you a nickel, same as I gave to Moon upon Thos. There we go. I'm still neutral. They don't like me particularly anymore for that. A lot of dogs here. Grocer. I could maybe use some food, actually. Bright fruit is very cheap. I'm down to one. I'll buy a second one. Probably. Does all of this rot? I assume so. Quick quality diminishes with time. Oh, can I see? Quality diminishes with time. Rating, food, base cost, but it doesn't tell me what it is, so I can't tell how close this is to rotting. Yeah, okay, it has a hidden rot meter somewhere that I don't get insight into. Alright, I'll buy a bright fruit. And that was your only one you had to sell. Well, I'm satisfied. Right, shop stock changes at midnight, I think. I can dance with you and read both of your books. There are probably a bunch of books I didn't read in Moon upon Thos because I hadn't realized how to look for them. So next pass through there, I will look more for books in shops like this. Or maybe because this is the Lords of Dust place, the bookworms spot, they have more bookshelves, and maybe I didn't miss any, but I'll give it a second look. You find a treatise on the subject of amber, and the role that Tharcius Roche played in enabling Calderans to survive during the Endless Dark. Okay? Excuse me, I want to read your books. One book catches your eye, Why We Forget. It notes how in ages past, people grew from children into adulthood, rather than emerging mindless and fully formed from unknown sources. Everybody here is Vatborn. What? Oh. Wait. People grew from children into adulthood rather than emerging mindless and fully formed from unknown sources. What does it even mean to have a father, then? Like, my father's name is Karam. But what's a father if I emerge fully formed from an unknown source. Whoa, this has implications. Okay. Huh. I don't know what to make of that. Right, I don't get a zone map for... right? Well, I get a map of the... oh. That's just... okay, there we go. That's just a crosshair. Oh, this continues to the north. Interesting. Yeah, it's just dungeons that give me a detailed map. Hello, Wilson. Welcome to the dusty halls of Berolin. Dusty halls, the lords of dust. Do you seek wisdom from the ancients? Maybe. All Calderans live amongst the bones of the Siberun Empire. We should be fools not to learn from their works. The common folk view their machines as magical. Yeah, so I get topics discussed with you. Maybe it's only, like, important people that this works for. But here we embrace reason. Artifacts are not magical. We merely lack knowledge of their methods of creation. No need to add superstition to an already complex problem. Seems reasonable to me. The Lords of Dust. Although they prefer divine gifts to direct action, such as the Way of the Five, is it not? They value knowledge and reason, and thus do we also in life and death. And that is what their relic symbolizes. The relic was the Pale Heart? Or was that a different god? Our ancestors' bones lie beneath the city, keeping vigil. You should visit them yourself. How do I do that? They lie down the street just east of here. Okay, whoops, I want to keep talking actually. Divine gifts? Hello. Each gift helps us travel the world more safely. That way we can return to share our wisdom. They are long gone, but their works remain. They lived in the light of a sun. Isn't that extraordinary? Oh, this world also doesn't have a sun. Okay, I'm learning so much about this weird place. It has a moon. No, sorry, 5 moons. Relic. A ring of moons. A ring of 5 moons. You might call it a Moonring. The Pale Heart? You're a petitioner, then. Such ambition. The heart is far away, hidden deep within the repository. But alas, you are unlikely to see it in your lifetime. Oops. Why is that? The repository can only be reached by a lost circle. Is that the henge that I was just reading about? One would need a locust box to find it. And those are rare, and functioning ones are even rarer. Okay, so I need a Siberun mechanism to get to the Pale Heart, meaning that, like, the boon of Lords of Dust that lets me interact with machines may be non-optional here. Such devices were used to traverse the lost circles of the henges. Yes. Wait, lost circles. Hold on. Well, I shouldn't extrapolate too much, but what I think I'm reading here is that henges have, like, normal destinations, but then there are lost circles, like, more hidden destinations that you need a box to get to. Without them, alas, one cannot travel to a place one has not seen. Okay, so they're like fast travel waypoints. Got it. But locust boxes are no longer found in Caldera, at least not in one piece. Petitioner, yeah, that's me. A new Archon must be found, so I cannot begrudge you in this quest. Whoops. Hello, repository. The repository lies across the sea on a distant island. Is that the thing that, like, when sailing between here and Moon upon Thos, I go into a place, like, in the middle of the sea that I heard about? Maybe. But that was, like, on a mountain range. It didn't say island. Across the sea on a distant island. One that can only be reached by those with deep knowledge of the stone circles. Okay, so no sailing route to it. I haven't encountered one of these. More Siberun ingenuity. They allow those who know their secrets to travel all Caldera in an instant. Such a marvel. I have heard that if you find enough parts of a locust box, they reassemble all by themselves. Neat. That's Siberun art for you. No, I've asked about... Okay, so lost circles. The standing stones allow passage across great distances, but these ways are only for those who know their destination. Without that knowledge, one would need a locust box. Ha! Alright, he finds that funny. Parts. I imagine they will be found near some of the greater ruins. Greater ruins, okay? Yes, those seem the most likely place. Unlike lesser ruins, they can be seen from far away. Okay. Well, I've run out of topics except... have I actually? Tharcius Roche. A great hero to our people. If not for their work with Amber, we would all be dead. Are you one of those who think Roche still lives? No. Still lives. Ah, that would be a trick. Roche died over 190 years ago. Still, I do hear reports from our wanderers. Apparently there is a peculiar amber activity on an island northwest of the Red Grove. Red Grove is, a different god's place. Which one was it? I'll look it up. The one whose name I forgot. Like, if you go into the Priest's Hall, here's Lords of Dust, and it's the one that's up here. Here's Blind Angels, here's, Karis and the Death's Harlequins, here's the Great Wolf of the Woods. This one. Whichever one that is. Peculiar amber activity on an island northwest of the Red Grove. The ones who love blood. Some claim to have seen Roche's shade there. Yeah, so a place with very thick amber. According to Nevin, I think it was. Do you know Nevin? No. Okay. Gods, what they called these? Our Lady of the Sanguine Moon. The Red Grove. Yeah, okay, so northwest of the Red Grove, was it? Hold on, so notes. Note added with tag, Roche. Believed to have been seen somewhere in the amber on an island northwest of the Red Grove. And I know where the Red Grove is, here. So Roche is somewhere in this direction. Or so it is rumored. Oh! Places I've been do map themselves, okay, on the overworld. The Lost Tunnels is the name of this, by the way. I could explore a lot more of the overworld. I guess I'm staying on task for now, not like just wandering off on my own. Oh, here's the sea cave. That's right, that was marked on my map. That is much closer than I thought it was. I assumed it was like around the halfway point, but no, it's just right here. Okay, cool. Zoomex 1, Zoomex 2, there is no way those are the right numbers. I can see the spacing of those. This is like Zoomex 10. Or like 8 or so. Anyway, so. There's an illuminating conversation with Lawson. Oh, hello. Aha, wall writing. An S has been inscribed upon the wall. Okay, so Y in Munapanthos, S in Barrow Lynn. Wall clue. YS. Is there one per town? Maybe. This is a cultist store. Is this where I get the Rosetta? I might have enough money for one of those, but only just barely, if so. Oh, the price is better here. It is not in demand. Right, because this is the Lords of Dust town, and like everybody just knows how to identify stuff on their own, don't they? Using a Rosetta upon an unknown device reveals its nature. Rosettas are created by the antiquarians of Barrow Lynn. Invention, crafting Rosetta devices, key to improving Calderan understanding of Sibrun technology. I'm not hoarding my money for any particular purpose. Sure, I want to do trading, but that can be done with a small amount. I want one of these. I want to know how the system works. Bye. I've picked up a Rosetta. Use it to learn the nature of one unidentified object in your pack. I have 2, and I would like to know about it. You're here? Do it. A machine fragment or a strange rod. This could be part of that locus box, but a strange rod sounds like something I might be able to use, like, as a weapon right away. Rod of Shadowbolt! Hey! Cool. That sounds like fun. I'll bet I don't have the skill to use it. Where has it gone? Is it not even in the... An ebony rod thrumming with physical shadow energy, invented by Alban Bane, and considered a poor imitation of Roche's work. Rating 4, raw physical damage 40-40, uses left 8. I can find it, okay. So 8 uses. Do I want that belt? No. I won't hit those by accident. I'm very deliberate about pressing my number keys, so I think that's fine. So bound to 3. Cool. Alright. 8 uses. So, you know, it won't last forever. But maybe I could repair it with, scraps and, like, recharge it or something. A book entitled Archon Elwood details the life of the current Archon in the year 129E. Whenever years started counting, it was not long ago. It was after Roche's supposed death. I don't know what the E is. Excuse me, I'm gonna read your book. The book, Thera Nyotuth, Words Become Weapons, is a history of the ruthless statesman houses of the Siberun. Okay? More books. Ooh, a book here contains a damaged map. You can vaguely make out a location where 4 lakes meet. It seems to be of some significance. You know the whereabouts of 4 Lake meet. Use M to check your map when you are ready. I'm ready. 4 Lake meet. New. Alright, 4 Lake meet. Just like middle of wilderness here. What's this? The Fallen Tunnel. Alright, I forget who told me about that, but somebody told me about it. On the way to Winter Shoal. Right, okay. Cool. Now I want to go all the way over here in case I'd spy a secret or something. Right. Hi, Sebastian. You aren't one of the ladies' followers, are you? Are you not into those? No. I can tell you aren't. Could you if I had aligned myself with her? Maybe. My apologies. I did not mean to insult. I mean, like, some of those gods leave physical marks. That one... that's the no-eating food one. I wonder how you would tell. You can't be too careful these days. I want to know what you have against... Oh, that's the limit. I can't type more than that. Alright, do you know about Roche? I don't need to pry into... Oh, it auto-completes. Look at that. Tharsis Roche, the legendary Siberun engineer. If anyone alive had their talent and ability. If only. Alas, Roche died just after the cataclysm, I think. Invented lumicite lanterns, you know. Alright. Cool. Hey, Ceres. Swars. I do wish fieldwork didn't involve quite so much peril. I just want to study, not risk my life bringing artifacts back for study. What about you? I'm guessing you are less academic. Right now, but who knows what'll happen in the future. Yes, I thought so. Well, there's a sunken edifice I've been wanting to look into not far from here. Let me show you. I can't wait to see what you find. Okay, just assuming I'll go there. I mean, you're right. Yes, okay. Sunken edifice? It's hardly surprising. There's a lot of volcanic activity around here. Who knows how much is already far beyond our reach. You know about Roche? I've heard of them. A great inventor back in the old days. Mm-hmm. Okay. Person. I want to change... Can I... Yeah, I can change target like this. Adriel. Lady of the Sanguine Moon, they say. Ha! Indeed. Imagine never being able to eat food again. Okay, so they really hate that god here. This is the anti-lady place. Blood, blood, and more blood. No thank you. Alright, what do you think about Roche? Oh, see, this one auto-completes. So she'll give it to me as a keyword as part of that speech, is I think what that means. You did not say the keyword. Yeah, you did. You said his name. Everybody says this the first time I ask about him. The legendary Siberun engineer. Does everybody say that too? If only anyone alive had their talent and ability. Okay, that's the same thing that the other one said. Alas, Roche died just after the cataclysm, I think. Lumicite, no, it is. Okay. That's the story. Flimpy. Oh, an oilman's work is never done. The thrash will eat up all anon. What? But Amberbane be what we need. Or Amberites on us shall feed. Okay, are you, like, singing or something? Roche. I've heard of them. Great inventor back in the old days. Okay, so you've heard of them. These have heard more. So, like, there's basically, like, 2 levels of knowledge among the townsfolk, and then there's Lawson, who knows a bunch more. I see how it is. A book with a blank cover initially seems to be a collection of erotic short stories. On second reading, you realize that it is a farming manual written in a Florid style. Okay, how do you confuse those 2 things? I guess it's heavily metaphored. Corn? What? Corn? Note added with tag, but that's in books, right? So this is important somehow. Okay. What? Ah! Rotting? What the? Okay, so whatever I... What? What? What does that mean? Rotting. So I stepped on something bad there. Rotting slow. Rotting. Is my food decaying faster than normal? Rotting. What did I step in? Whatever this stuff is, it's bad? Do I have something that fixes rot? Poison buildup, that's different. Curative, maybe that would fix everything. I don't know, like... what rot does, but it sounds bad. Am I rotting? Or is my stuff rotting? Okay, that has just a little bit of... Okay, so hang on. So if I just, like, wait a moment, that'll go away. Right, okay, so I will start rotting if I stay in that for a while. I don't actually have the status yet. But it builds up the more I stay in here. Alright, is there anything of interest in here, since it's hard to get to? Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, okay, so like I have that much of activation of the rotting status, but it's not actually happening yet. Okay, sounds bad. Let's not mess with that. Flimpy I talked to already. I mean, I'm gonna look over here. I can get away with it. Just in case I spot a secret door or something. I did not. That's a guard. The guards are very lively around here. This place has fancy carpets. Lots of books to read. A book entitled Beri Nahaldus, Beauty Banishes Darkness, is a study of the great Siberun house of artists and aesthetes. Aesthetes. I'm gonna have to look up how to pronounce that word. Of course, I have no problem with this one. Well, that's because I can make up the pronunciation there. But apparently I can't make up a pronunciation for that. Someone who's into aesthetics. Aesthetics, aesthetes. Aesthetes. That doesn't sound right, but that's what I'm saying. None of their work remains. The book leaves you feeling sad. Aww. A book labeled Heresies lists the various controversial statements made by notable figures over the years. Hey, we got a drama book. The author's name is Karam, your guardian. Okay, my father wrote a drama book. Okay. No status changes. A dictionary on the shelf teaches you that the D and E suffixes on dates, hey, I was just wondering about this, come from the Siberun words dende and ende, before and after the first sign. 159 years ago, the first sign happened, but I don't know what the first sign is, do I? I would assume I would have a tag for it if I did, but maybe that's a big assumption. Is it in books? I don't think I know what that is yet. Buckets. Oh, you're walking around in the rot. Have fun with that. I'll leave you to it. Oh boy! Many books. One book describes the history of lamplighters and how it is one of the highest paid jobs in Caldera. Makes sense, as only the maintenance of amberbane lamps keeps the lethal fog at bay. A book entitled Ancient Treasures speculates on the existence of a great key capable of opening ancient Siberun treasure caches. The key was allegedly lost to a great sea monster. Oh, I was told of a great sea monster. Perhaps they are one and the same. I forget what it was called. There was a name for it. I might know it when I see it. I'm not seeing it here. Oh, this is a lot of stuff. Oh, this is a lot of stuff. It was some random townsperson in Moonapon-Thos. So Riona told me about the Fallen Tunnel. Cave on the road between Moonapon-Thos and Wintershall. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't seem to have the clue here, do I? Would it have gone anywhere else? Whoa. Oh boy. It wasn't the Sleethen, that's something else. Not the Serpent's Eye. Sea Cave. Okay, well. Maybe it didn't add a note about it. A book named simply Fire describes a powerful cannon designed to kill a terrifying sea creature named Yellowbow. That was it. It is thought to have been lost to pirates in the Calderan Sea many years ago. Right? Yellowbow cannon. One book on the Lumicite stone is used in lamps, lists the dangers inherent in mining the substance, rockfalls, amber pockets, and even forgotten changed members of former mining teams. Forgotten changed. Okay. The book Krenaya Etil, Toymakers, details the history of the House of Siberun craftsmen, whose number included the legendary Tharshis Rosh. Okay. That's right, Toymaker. That's what he was called. A book entitled Archon Karis. Karis details the life of the second Archon in the year 71E. Karis is the name of the priest of Death's Harlequins. Was he Archon and is no longer? Or are there two Karises? Curious? Perhaps I'll ask him about it when I see him again. Watch out, you'll rot. Wait, no, those are flowers, not mushrooms. The mushrooms are the rotting ones. A book entitled Archon Aryan details the life of the first Archon in the year 22E. I don't think I've met an Aryan. I'm gonna need to know which Archon is which. Yeah, it's listing them out. A book discusses a criminal gang known as the Click-Clacks in Herodus. You are left feeling deeply uneasy. That's a place I'm gonna be going. Watch out for the Click-Clacks. Okay, do I feel like I've seen this whole place? I feel like I might have. What did I learn that I can use immediately? Here's a place I didn't go. Sebastian I talked to. This is the Ancestors' Ossuary. Be at peace and enter with respect. Right. The people's bones underneath the place. There's a way down. Okay, this looks like it's going to be a whole thing. I'll go to the ossuary next time. Let me just see if there's anything else I can spy here if I just poke around. I haven't gone all the way over here. There is nothing more. Let's see, I looked all around the grocer. I believe I saw everything in this area. Can't go beyond that. Saw all that. Okay, yeah. So wait, hold on. So it's Sellsword's Guild. No, it's just I can't see through the sign, so that's dark. Okay, so ossuary next time. Just in case, right, so I've seen checkpoints be weird. I'm gonna exit and re-enter, and my checkpoint will be saved. Okay, so next time, ossuary. So we'll see what that's about.